Justice League isn't good. It isn't bad either. Like many flawed films, it's still watchable. It's not boring. That is a cardinal sin it does not commit, so let's at least credit it with entertainment value. Not being brutally dull already ranks it far above Batman vs Superman. I appreciate that's a very low benchmark against which to compare other DC movies, what with Marthagate and Batman killing everyone, but the thing with Justice League is you can't review it as a standalone movie. It doesn't exist in a vacuum. To me, Justice League represents a nudge in the right direction, a sign that DC is on the verge of getting its act together, that it might eventually stop making the same old mistakes, start hiring the right people to make its movies. I'm very encouraged by that. That hope for the future, along with the film rising above my somewhat low expectations for it, and the film not sending me into a coma, contributed to a borderline satisfactory night at the cinema. And now there is one hell of a poster tagline for you: borderline satisfactory. At just under 2 hours, Justice League doesn't have time to outstay its welcome. With so many heroes to pack in, each one with their own supporting cast, there's really no room for such tiresome considerations as plot or emotional depth as Batman, Diana, Flash, Cyborg, Aquaman, and is it even a spoiler to say the other guy too, slowly converge in opposition of a lumbering CG bad guy called Steppenwolf. A charismatic villain with a fiendish plan would have served the movie far better than Steppenwolf, arguably the laziest, least interesting and most unconvincingly rendered antagonist in the history of superhero cinema. He's so bland he doesn't even spoil the movie, more like you barely notice him at all. His minions though, his legion of parademons, now those I liked. They're creepy, comic booky, wingy bitey things ideal for heroes to stomp on, and stomp and stab and pound and slice and dice them our heroes often do. Of the cast, Ezra Miller's dorky Flash is a real standout. Reminiscent of Tom Holland's Peter Parker, he's a superhero fanboy at heart, excited but at the same time apprehensive to be a part of their world. Batman I'm rather more precious about, and though Ben Affleck's humane take on Bruce Wayne has appeal, his Dark Knight doesn't do it for me. He's more a blunt brawler than a master martial artist, less a detective than a superhero statesman working to assemble the team. That said, Affleck's Justice League Batman is a significant step up from the murderous psychopath he played in BVS. Though she's fierce with the fighting and certainly looks the part, Gal Gadot's acting skills are... In Wonder Woman, tasked with carrying the film, she clearly struggled. She seemed much more at ease in Justice League, though, as one of the team. Though she's no Captain America, I'm definitely warming to her. Cavill, too, I rather enjoyed, much lighter than in previous instalments, successfully channeling his inner Chris Reeve to improved effect. Though the film's disjointed, a Frankenstein's monster of ill-fitting parts, taking each individual limb on its own merits, there's much to enjoy in Justice League. There's sparky interplay between the leads, most notably anything involving the Flash. Lots of slick action beats, whether it's Aquaman surfing a parademon through a building or Diana knocking the tar out of a bunch of terrorists. The visuals in general are worth taking in, and in particular the sight of the live-action Justice League, the team just coming together in a scene, was sometimes enough to bring a lump to the throat of this lifelong Detective Comics reader. Yes, Justice League is a mess, but a more colourful mess than we've seen from DC in a while. A funnier mess, a warmer mess, a brisker mess, a brighter mess. I say, adjust your expectations and enjoy.